All right, guys, welcome to this word activity. We are going to be inserting a table in this activity in Word. So I'm not even going to do this first step with you guys. You should know how to do that by now. I'm going to skip right to the second step. The only thing I will say is in this one, I had it labeled activity 12, but by the time you get to this, I may have changed some things around, so it might not still be numbered activity 12. Just make sure to number it whatever it says in Schoology to number it. All right, so we're going to start. We're going to insert a table with 5 columns and 5 rows. So my cursor is here. Wherever your cursor is, that's where whatever you're inserting is going to go. So in this case, we're going to come up here to where it says insert, and we're going to click table. And you should see the drop-down menu appear. We're going to insert a 5 by 5. So this is by going down, that's rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. You should see at the top, right above that, right here, where it says insert table, it should say 5 by 5, and that is a 5 rows and 5 columns. Okay. Now we're going to merge. So basically, we're going to make a table, a fake table. Remember, we do everything fictitiously in class here, of our weekly chores. So the top of our table, we want it to read weekly chores. So we're going to come here and we're going to do what's called merge this top row. So I'm going to simply, I've clicked in the top row. I'm going to click and drag. See how I did that? So the entire top row is now black. Okay. So now notice when you insert a table and when it is selected, like I can tell it's selected right now because it's got this crossbar thing, and then this over here shows me that it's also selected. You now have some tabs that are specifically for the table and changing the layout or editing the table. So we're going to go to the under table tools to the layout tab right there. You're going to click that, and then right here where it says merge cells. So we're going to click that since we've already selected the top row. Bam. So now you can see once I click out of it that this top row now has it's just one long cell is what they call that. Now we're going to enter the text that just says weekly chores, kind of like the title of our table. So it's going to come over here. I'm going to click in that top row. I'm going to type weekly chores. But obviously that doesn't look very good if the title of your table is to the left side of your table. So we're going to do a little bit of formatting to make that look better, like a proper title. So what we're going to do is we're going to center it. I'm going to do this all at once. We're going to center it. We're going to increase the font size because titles are usually larger, and then we're going to underline it to add a little emphasis to it. So I'm going to come here, back to my document. With my cursor in front of the word weekly chores, I'm going to come to the Home tab over here, and I'm going to hit my center option. Bam, goes directly to the center. Now I'm going to select the words, just click and drag weekly chores. And then normally I just kind of like to hit this, the A with the up arrow. And I just kind of like to click that a few times, and I'll make it, just to where I feel like it looks good. So I just clicked it several times. If I clicked on it, I could see I went ahead up to a 26-point font. It's up to you, whatever you want to do, but definitely make it larger. And then the last thing we're going to do here to give it a little bit more emphasis as a title is we're going to underline it. So with it selected again, I'm going to come over here. And I don't know if I've showed you this in the past or not, but if you want to play around with this, you can a little. You can click this drop-down arrow next to the U, and you can select different types of underline. So go ahead and feel free. Don't spend too much time on this, but if you want to, mess around for a minute or two, you can choose one of these, or you can even go to more underlines, and you can even change the color of the underline. So go ahead and play around with that for a minute, and then come back to me.